Hey, hi everyone. Good morning. As part of the today's session, I just want to show you how exactly we can handle the browser cookies or a history. See, the thing is, certain projects might need handling of operations on a browser level. So that's the reason if you are dealing on a browser level, and probably if you want to delete your browser cookies upon completion of your execution, how exactly you want to deal with it. So consider an example. So I have a option to create a user in my application, and though I logged out from the application, the history sometimes may not render my application properly. That's the reason for my better execution purpose. Before execution of my test script, I want to delete my complete history of my Safari browser. How exactly we can do that? Ideally, on an iPhone, if you want to delete your browser history, you need to navigate to the settings. From there, choose the Safari option. And if you scroll down, you do have an option which is a clear history and a website data, and a clear history and a data. And here, if at all you are working on a real device, it will prompt you an option to close the browser tabs. If at all it's a, simulator, it's not showing you that particular option. But ideally, if at all any multiple tabs were opened on your browser, even it will ask you to handle that particular operation. Perfect. If that's the case, how exactly we can deal with this operation? The first and a foremost thing that we need to know is we have already a piece of logic. That opens the preferences. The only thing is for this XCUI application, if at all you are specifying your bundle identifier for the defined thing, it will automatically deal with it. Function test, delete Safari history. Okay, delete Safari history. And let app is equal to the same XCUI application itself, where for this, the bundle identifier is com.apple.preferences. So I just want to launch my preferences. Apart from launching a preferences, I don't know the locators for that particular thing. That's the reason I was just adding a breakpoint here. Okay, I'm just adding a breakpoint here, and right now I'm trying to debug this particular test script or execute the test script so that whenever the breakpoint comes in, the debugging mode would be enabled. So let it execute. So here, if you observe on that particular mobile, the setting screens were launched. From these options, I need to pick the Safari. So here, let me go with the print object of the entire application and let us study this information. So whenever we used a print object, see here, I do see a table. Inside a table, there is a cell, and the cell is having sign in into your iPhone. So there's a sign in into the iPhone, it's showing as a cell within a particular table. And right now, there is a one more cell which is having a general. So what I feel here is there are a multiple cells are there. PO app dot cells. When I try to print all the cells, see these options, whichever the options that are showing up here, everything is as a cell here. So from all those cells, I want to pick my Safari, and I want to perform a tap operation on my Safari. Perfect. See on the simulator, see the Safari options were populated. So copy this line of a code and update my program here. After launching the app, choose the Safari. And again, so let me do a print object on this particular page also to see what are all the various options. Again, I see that there is a cell here too. So here, what I'm doing means PO app dot cells. Let me try to go with the cells again and see the options. See, all the options in the mobile are populating as a cells here. Out of all these things, I need to pick a cell which is having a clear history and a browsing data. So I was just picking up this particular option and a tab. So whenever we did a tab, see here the simulator, this option is populating right now. So copy this line of a code and update it in the program. And now, so if you see this particular thing, these two are buttons. So that's the reason what I am doing is, let me see PO app dot buttons. I feel those are buttons. Let me cross check whether it is a button or not. If I scroll up in this buttons, see settings is a button, clear history, data, and a cancel. See here, my requirement is to click on this particular clear history and a data. So pick this button. So come down and here app of buttons dot this particular tab. So whenever you performed a tap operation, automatically the history was deleted. So copy this whole chunk, put it here, and after the execution wait for few seconds, and after that terminate this settings. That's it. So I'm done with my requirement. So, as I am done with these things, so the scripting is completed. Let me try to run this script and check out whether the same actions are performing on the simulator or not. It launched the settings. From the cells, it picked the Safari and it cleared that and it terminated that. Okay. So here I added a breakpoint. Let me clear it up. So after a few seconds, even it should terminate that particular app. So this is the way how exactly you can handle a cell, how exactly we can handle a particular browser history deletion. And moreover guys, if at all you want to perform any kind of a settings that you want to deal with it, you can deal all those settings from this particular option itself. Okay, perfect. All right, see you again in the next session. Thank you.